let's turn the tables a little bit. What's with you and Mr. Chapman?
Well, he certainly showed up at the right moment in my life. I was at the hospital getting blood, and he was giving it to me. But I'm sure Alex has told you. Now he's giving me something to live for. It's never a dull moment. He's so into his work, I never know when I'm going to have an uninterrupted night with him. He's always on, always engaged.
You've got a real man there, Val. Hang on to him.
I listened to their conversation, thinking back on how close Mike and I had grown over the past 10 years that we've known each other. I've known him as a superb investigator and a very faithful friend. I just never thought of him as a lover or a husband. Val deserves this happiness. I just don't know why I'm so jealous of her tonight.
I'm trying, Nina, to hang on to it. I don't know if Alex has told you or not, but I was married for 6 years, an architect to a guy I met in grad school, and he just walked out on me. There's no fight, no other woman, no problem he could identify for me later. It had to be the cancer. I don't think he could handle the fact that I lost a breast, and he just walked out 2 days after I was released from the hospital.
Then there's Mike. The most stereotypically macho exterior, but his gut is loaded with sentiment.
You two are so close to him, and you've known him so long. And Alex, I know you two are close. How do you get him to open up?
I'll bet Alex could give you hours on this. She and Mike have been through...
You know what? He'll open up when he's ready. And these past 9 months since September 11th have been devastating for him. I mean, Val, you were a godsend. You know, you were so fragile when he met you. And I think it gave him enormous strength to be able to wrap himself around you and protect you. You know, I mean, he gained fortitude from your courage. And Mike was so impotent in the way he described it. I mean, this is one of the few times in his life that he couldn't save the world. You know, he couldn't catch the bad guy. And then there's the survivor's guilt. The fact that he made it out alive and so many others didn't. I mean, Val, you were someone to save. And I think he helped you accomplish that.
He did, and he doesn't want to hear it from me, but he saved me from a life of self-pity. Oh, man. I love him so much.
We're just getting to the good part, Val. You fading on us?
Yeah, I'm sorry, girls, but all this country fresh air and too much vino with dinner, and I'm beat. But I'll see you two in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
You promised you'd tell me what happened last September when we had some time alone together. I didn't want to ask in front of Val.
It was impossible to have witnessed the events of the World Trade Center attack and describe it without reliving the pain from that morning.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. The whole building just fell down. The whole building just fell down. The entire World Trade Center is collapsing.
Get out! Everybody get out!
Unbelievable.
Let's go! We got 2 buildings blown up already. Get out!
Trinity Church is being covered.
The building is falling right now. People are running through the street. Smoke is everywhere.
Both towers have collapsed to the ground. There is virtually nothing left.
I need to get to the towers. There must be something I can do. I knew it was Mike when I was startled out of my sleep. I mean, the doorman would not have let anyone up that wasn't a close friend. When I pulled the door back, I just threw my arms around him and buried my head in his chest. And I held him so tightly until he pushed me away. You cannot imagine what he looked like. You'd never know his hair was black. He was absolutely caked in cinders. His clothes, too, his sweatshirt and his pants. dark stains on his pants that looked like dried blood. I told him to go in and take a shower, but he wouldn't. He didn't want to wash off anything from the scene, almost like it was sacred to him. Then he took me by the hand and led me into the living room. All he wanted to do was just talk.
That's what I mean. Wasn't he going out with Valerie then? I mean, why wasn't he at her place? Didn't everyone in America want to be with the people they cared about most? I mean, do you know anyone who didn't want to find the people they cared about most and just cling to them like the world was going to end?